Good morning, everybody. Today we're going to take a look at how to drain the water from an above ground pool. How to drain the water from your above ground pool. Now, I don't need to drain all of the water from my pool. I went to my local pool store yesterday. The results of my chemical test, my pool lady, who is an expert in the field, didn't like some of the things she saw on the results of the pool water test. Suggested that I drain from a third to half of the water in my pool and refill it with some fresh water. So if you're trying to drain your pool, if you're changing your liner, what I've done in the past is just cut the liner at the bottom, the old liner, and just let it drain out of the bottom, right? You could do that. In this case, I don't need to do that. I don't want it. My liner's not bad yet, and I'm just trying to put some fresh water in. But if you do that when you're draining your pool, if you're trying to change your liner, then you're going to possibly mess up the sand and the surface beneath where your pool is. Hopefully your pool is level, your current liner is level, and so if you cut your liner, you're just going to put all that water underneath your pool and you're going to mess up the base of it. It's going to be all wet and all messed up. So another option is to use a sump pump. I don't have a sump pump, but some people have those to get the water off of their covers during the winter time if there's a bunch of water on top of their pool covers. Then finally, our other option is to try to get a siphon going to try to drain your pool. I'm going to try to do that with this pool hose here from my vacuum, my pool vacuum. So seen other people do it, a couple other videos where people were using their garden hose, and your garden hose could certainly work. Obviously the diameter of your garden hose is going to be much smaller than this blue hose I have here. So what I'm going to try to do is use the return on the pool. I'm going to turn the pool motor on. I'm going to try to get some water flowing through this. I'm going to lift it up above the water once it's full, and then put it back down and see if we can get a siphon going. I've got it leading to a little spot where there's a little hole in my fence back there. Our drainage back here is not the greatest, but there's a slant right behind my fence here that goes to a ditch on the other side of the fence over there. So the water's supposed to flow out that way and down to the drainage ditch just right on the other side of the fence over there. So that's the plan, and we'll see if we can make it work here. Okay, so I got a ladder and I have the hose coming through the ladder, and that should give me some room to work with right over there on the return. Hopefully I'll have enough extra here to where that blue hose doesn't want to fall out of the pool. So the whole point of using this blue hose again is that it's thicker and bigger. It's not as long obviously as the garden hose, or I have a 50-foot garden hose, but anyway, so the hope is to get this blue hose, and it'll hopefully go faster than it would the garden hose, but I just got to see if I can get it going. All right, you can see the water jetting through there. Shouldn't take but a minute to start draining out over there by the fence. So the hose should be full of water. So let me lift it up and back down. I decided to lower the hose, and I tried it again. So I lowered the hose, shot the water through it, lifted up just above the surface, then dropped the hose back in, and the hose is a little bit heavy, which leads me to believe that we have success over here in the swamp backside of my house. So you can see right there that the water is coming out of my pool. So I've created a siphon with my pool hose, my pool vacuum hose, and I think this is going to work pretty quick as compared to a standard garden hose. Garden hose will do the same thing. You could hook up your garden hose and just make sure it's full, fill it up, and then bring it over to your pool, or you could use the return on your pool like I did Just had to do a little, it took me a couple times to get it going. I think the height had something to do with it, but there you go. That's exciting. So, gonna get my pool level down. I'm gonna have to turn off my motor, obviously, because the water level is dropping. So I'm gonna have to turn off my motor, and we don't want the motor to burn up. But there you go. That's how to how to drain the water from your above ground swimming pool. I hope this was helpful. Try your vacuum hose, see if that'll work. All right, thanks for watching.